now or back there?
Rhode Island.
Yeah, it's really bad.
Reaper here again with another video. I'm hoping that you can hear me okay. I did some adjustments with the sound and I'm no longer wearing the headphones. On occasion I like to wear them, but tonight I just don't feel like wearing them. So I hope you're hearing me okay. Excuse me. This is a very special haul. It's a haul that comes every year around this time. It is the New York Comic Con 2017 haul. I'm super excited to show off some of the books I was able to get at this con. I had a lot of fun. I'll talk more on that in a little bit. The video that I had before my intro, as you could tell, I was on the train approaching the Newark Penn Station, where I was trying to get a video of the Freedom Tower. It was a foggy day, but it turned out to be a pretty warm day in the city and here in New Jersey. But more on that later. I have two books here. Two books that I did not get at the New York Comic Con. These are two books that I was able to get over the last few months. They are two special books because they were on my top 12 books to get for 2017. So two more scratched off the list. That list is almost done. And I have a funny feeling it will be complete by December. But we'll see. So, starting off, I'm not going to spend too much time with this, but I got some, there are two cool books. Brave and the Bold, 54. Finally able to add a copy that I was happy with to my collection. This is, of course, for those of you that don't know, the first appearance of the Teen Titans. Very cool to have. Very excited. And this next one, well, I know this is the first minute, almost 2 minutes of this video. Well, we're starting off with one hell of a bang. You remember this one, everyone? Tales to Astonish 27, the first appearance of Henry Pym, who would go on in issue 35 to become the Ant-Man. I know some argue that this isn't really the first appearance of Ant-Man. It is the first appearance of Ant-Man. It's just not Ant-Man in his costume, but it is the guy that would become Ant-Man. He shrinks down to Ant-Man, much smaller than that. He shrinks down to Ant-Man size in this. This is one of my favorite covers from the Marvel Silver Age. I love it. It almost reminds me of my first love in comic books, the EC horror magazines, where it has that really creepy horror element to it, where Henry Pym is being dragged down into the anthill by these ants who look quite sinister. Really, really cool cover. I'm very happy to have this in my collection and add it to my collection, not only because of the significance of it, the first Henry Pym, but because of the cover. It's one of the best, I think, from that era. And super happy to have the book. So, are we ready for the books of my New York Comic Con 2017? Well, I hope so, because here they come. Okay, everyone, I'm back. So like I was saying, the New York Comic Con this year was a lot of fun. I went with my friend Michelle, and we took some, as you can see, we took some pictures and some videos and all that stuff just to make the experience a little more real. Have something a little more to share with everybody. But let's get to the books now, shall we? The first books I'm going to show are actually variants. How about that, huh? These are exclusives from the New York Con. Now, I didn't get every exclusive that that was there at the con, but I went to the DC booth. That's usually where I go when I want to get exclusives or variants or whatever at the New York Con. So let me show you some of them right now. Justice League. I think personally the best cover out of all the variants there. Wonder Woman 31. These are somewhat similar to the foil covers of last year. Not as much foil, but somewhat similar. Aquaman 28. These are all the movie posters, movie poster covers. And of course, Batman 32. All pumped up for the Justice League movie coming out. And another one that I picked up that I saw there, I don't know, I don't think it's, oh, actually it is a con exclusive. I just saw it there on the table. I thought I saw this at a comic shop, but I picked this one up too for myself. Dark Knight 3. Frank Miller was there. Unfortunately, I was unable to meet him. I was unable to get online to get a wristband in time because I was running around like a chicken without his head. That day when I first got there trying to find him, and it was just too late. But maybe I'll get him next year, hopefully. So let's get to some of the other books. Here, I was able to pick up the Predator miniseries starting off with Predator #1. I've always wanted this book, but I always thought it was a little too expensive. Every time I looked on eBay for it, it was always a little too much money, more money than I was willing to spend. But I got the whole set for about $10, so I was really happy with that. And here are the others. #2, really awesome artwork. Once again, those of you that like collecting for covers, not a bad series to collect for. Look at this one. Beautiful. And of course, my favorite of the four. I got them all mixed up. Yeah, this is actually #2, but this is my favorite of the four of them. Pretty cool, huh? And here's another one. Normally, I would usually save this for a Batman Ultra haul, but being that I bought it at the con, it has to be in a con video. Here's one. Batman 612. This is something that you've seen in many videos where Superman has Batman by the throat. Super, super cool cover. And a book that I didn't have. Saw it for a pretty good price, and I picked it up. Now, this next book here, I did not expect to get. I wasn't even looking for it, but when I saw it, I had to have it. And the spine is pretty messed up, no doubt about it, but this is not something that you pass up, or at least something that, knowing my history of comic book collecting, as I tried to outline in 2 videos and another video, the conclusion coming next month, I would not pass this up. Crime Patrol #16. Now, like I said, the cover, not the cover, but, well, yeah, sort of the cover, the spine is pretty jacked up, but the rest of the book is really nice. But despite the fact that the spine is messed up, this is a book that I simply could not pass up. And it was quite cheap, too, so it wasn't like it was super expensive. But this is Crime Patrol 16. Does anybody know the significance of this book? This is the second appearance. Unfortunately, not the first, but still pretty good. The second appearance of the Crypt Keeper. This is the second time the Crypt of Terror showed up. And as I was flipping through this book, there was an advertisement, and I always loved seeing the advertisements for books that were on sale at the time. War Against Crime #10 was on sale the same time this was on sale. Does anybody know the significance of that book? Look it up. So I was super happy to get this book. Can't get over the fact that I have this book. When I was walking around with my friend Michelle, and I put this in my little carry-on, my whatever you call it. And as I was going from dealer to dealer, and I was saying to myself, I couldn't believe that I had Crime Patrol 16, the second appearance of the Crypt Keeper. Oh, it was fantastic. You know, I went there and I got a lot of really nice books, or at least the book that I think I really did well. And despite the fact of getting some really, really cool books, this is one of them that this is probably the one that really sticks out the most, believe it or not. Like I said, I got some really good books. I'm very happy that I got all the others, but still can't get over I got the second appearance of the Crypt Keeper. This is really, really sweet. Really sweet. And here's another one that I got. 2 ECs. How about that? Couldn't pass this one up either. Tales from the Crypt number 20. This is the first time this series is called Tales from the Crypt. Previously, for 3 issues, it was called The Cryptid Terror. Before that, it was called Crime Patrol. So this Tales from the Crypt number 20, also sometimes called number 1, is the first time Tales from the Crypt is used. Another great book. It's a lower grade copy for a couple of reasons, but it does present very well, and this is another book that I simply could not pass up. I love getting ECs, especially getting them at the New York Con, because those of you that have watched my previous New York Con videos, you know I got my first Golden Age book at the New York Con, and it happened to be an EC book, which was the Vault of Horror number 16. Another great cover, a great book to have. So I was super happy to get those 2 EC books. Usually when I go to the con, I like to get maybe 1 EC book. I didn't get one last year. I was like, well, they didn't have a good amount of ECs last year, and the ones that they did have were very expensive, very overpriced for junk. These, although low grade, were very reasonably priced, and I simply couldn't pass them up. And they had a lot of other ECs there too. Once again, overpriced. And some high grade that were simply out of my price range. Last few books. These are really, really cool, I think. This one I got with another book that I'll show next. Green Lantern number 7, the first appearance of Sinestro. A pretty solid copy. It has a chip right over here, and some, it's got some dings on the spine, some color breaking dings, but other than that, the book is great. Pages are great, cover is great, back cover is great, firm, attached, complete. I love it. It's probably a 4.0 copy, but that's good enough for me. Here's another one that I thought I might get if I saw a good deal for it. Like I said, I got it with the Green Lantern number 7. It was one of the books that I said, yeah, I'd like to get it, but I didn't think I was going to get it, but I made it happen. Hawkman number 4, the first appearance of Zatanna. Awesome, awesome. Another 4.0 copy, maybe even a 4.5. Really, really nice shape, strong, attached, complete. Can't ask for anything better. Well, I guess a higher grade, but I'm very happy with this copy. And the very, very last book I saved, is the best one, I think, by far. My mission was accomplished. The price range in which I wanted to spend was accomplished. And here it is. Ready? Showcase 22. First appearance of the Silver Age Green Lantern, known as Hal Jordan. Very, very happy to finally get this book. I've been looking for this book for a while. I've been patiently waiting to find the right copy, and it was really cool because at the con I was afraid that I wasn't going to find that copy that's in my price range, the one that I'm the happiest with. So I was getting a little nervous that I was getting my hopes up and was going to leave not getting the book that I really, really wanted to get. And I got some great books. To leave and not to leave without this and walk away with these is still pretty good. But I was really hoping for the New York Con. I've been planning for this for a while to walk out with Showcase 22. And I did. I got it for exactly what I thought I was going to get it for. And there were a lot of these at the con. There were a lot. A lot of them were in higher grade. When I say higher grade, I don't mean like super, super high grade, although there were a few. But some that were 4.0s, 4.5s, 5.0s that were way out of my price range. But this is really, really super cool to have. A great addition to my collection. I'm super happy to finally have the Silver Age Green Lantern in my collection. Never going to be able to get the Flash because I think he's gone into Amazing Fantasy 15 price range as of late. It's pretty expensive. May not be as popular as Spider-Man, but an expensive book nonetheless. So I was just very happy to at least add the Green Lantern into my collection. That is my haul, everyone. I didn't get a ton of books, but I think the books that I got really count and are really meaningful. And it really made this year's New York Comic Con really, really cool for me, and one that I won't forget. And I had a blast. My back is still hurting, but I had a blast. Thank you all for watching. I really appreciate you tuning in. I appreciate comments. I enjoy talking with all of you. Any questions, feel free to ask. Thank you, everyone. Take care.
Well, this is the end of the day, end of Comic Con. Pretty good day. Got a lot of great books. My friend Michelle was very patient with me, even though I thought that she was going to pass out.
I
Me
was
too.
not going to pass out. Stop it.
Yes, you are.
No, I was not.
Okay, maybe you are.